seriously consider establishment of these coaching centers in India. We have been discussing about the work development in India. We've had a series of discussions with the officials here, Mr. K. Rahman Khan. Development in this country holds tremendous potential, and APIF is also has agreed to come forward to assist India with work funds. The work bill, as Mr. Abu Bakr just mentioned, has been passed by the Sabha, which made work funding little more than it was earlier. Earlier, laws said that you cannot go beyond 3 years of lease for development of work properties, but now the period has extended, thereby making work development a viable proposition. The government is also proposing to establish a National Work Development Corporation. In Excellency, this organization which the government is willing to set up will become a road for APIF to come forward with their funds to India. In the sense that the individual work properties receiving funds directly from APIF, IDB could send the money to the Work Development Corporation and would also offer their own security to IDB that have come to India, and they will be responsible for the creation of funds back. There are certain hurdles in this regard vis-a-vis the Reserve Bank, which does not permit at the moment funding of foreign funding or commercial borrowing, external commercial borrowing for real estate in India. I think work development could be an exception. We are working around with the government of Finance, the Ministry of Finance, to make work development a viable proposition and to permit at least work development. Because if work properties are able to get developed in this country, that would to a very, very large extent solve the economic problem which the community faces. There is enormous work property available in this country, each and every state, Your Excellency. But either it is unprotected because lack of funds, and certainly lack of funds it's not developed, and even the laws that were not very conducive to development. But with the change in scenario, with the change in laws here in work development, also that the IDB has agreed to come to India with work, I see, inshallah, a very bright future for development. I would once again, very humbly, with folded hands, request the Honorable Chairman, Honorable President IDB, sir, you are one of the most respected figures in the Islamic world, and we are proud of you. You would very easily use your good offices to help the Indian Muslims, either through bank or other. And we have great, great hope, your generosity, and for the I know, and we do understand that Indian Muslims have a special place in your heart. Grateful for that, and I would want the things that we have to be converted into assistance programs in India. I, on behalf of the members of the Central Panel, thank you for having come down to India for this function, and we look forward with a lot of hope that IDB would support programs in India. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I'm grateful to you. Mr. Iqbal Jhumka from the Work Properties Investment Fund has come in specially for his PowerPoint presentation for us. May I now request Mr. Iqbal Jhumka to go forward with his presentation. Would you need a mic? Excuse me? Make available a mic then, please. Thank you.
Rahim. I would like first to thank the Central Panel and specifically Mr. Zafar Javid for extending the invitation to the Awqaf Properties Investment Fund of IDB to make the presentation of this auspicious gathering. We have heard already a little bit on the situation in India, and hopefully through the presentation we will be able to see how we can work together based on our own way of working. So I will start with the Awqaf Properties Investment Fund, which we call commonly APIF in the bank. This is a fund that was established in 2001 after a decision taken by the Awqaf ministers of the OIC who met in Jakarta in 1999. In 2001, the fund came to realization, and the purpose of the establishment of this fund is, as has already been mentioned by Mr. Zafar Javid earlier, about the state of Awqaf properties in India, but also in the world. It's the same state, sorry state, in most of the in the countries where Muslim communities are. That Awqaf properties are abundant, but development is almost very, very level. So this fund has been established for the purpose of investing in Awqaf state properties to develop them so that they become income generating. As I say, many Awqaf properties are idle at this time. They are there, but without development. So APIF has been created for the purpose of funding projects, real estate projects on these Awqaf properties, which we are talking about here maybe about Awqaf land. And what is the purpose of developing this Awqaf is obviously not for the sake of just development, but the ultimate aim of this development is to provide assistance to the poor, the needy, destitute, the orphans, and give to all who deserve to be supported financially or in other ways. APIF's mission, based on the decision that was taken and based on its establishment, is to contribute to the revival of the Sunnah of Waqf. This is a very great institution, Waqf, very great institution. It has known very good periods, but it has gone through some big periods also. Alhamdulillah, we see now a sort of revival in this in this Sunnah of Waqf, and we are, through APIF, we are trying to support this revival, inshallah. So the aim of development is to increase the returns of the idle properties that may be used for the socio-economic development of the Ummah in general, through poverty alleviation, through financing of educational projects, through financing of health projects, and so on. The objectives of APIF is first to play a leading role in the development and promotion of the Waqf sector, as acting as a sort of catalyst to start a sort of movement across the globe for the development of the Waqf properties. Our mission is to contribute to the revival of the Sunnah of Waqf, develop also new projects. We have gone through the traditional way of developing Waqf, that is, you have a land, you get a small building on it, and you are satisfied with it. But we need to come with new projects, with new ideas that are compatible with Sharia, but that can also increase the returns from these Awqaf properties. And also our intention is, our mission, our goal is to invest in viable real estate projects in accordance with Sharia. Financial resources of APIF, as I said, it was created in 1999 with a capital of $50 million. In 2003, this capital was increased to 100 million US. Currently, out of the 100 authorized capital, 76.4 million US dollars have been paid by 15 participants in the fund. In addition to this share capital, IDB as a bank has also extended the line of financing of 100 million US dollars to support the API fund. So as you can see, there is a fund of 176 million US dollars. And, to support the startup of our projects, they all run $100,000 the IDB has put at the disposal for the preparation of feasibility studies on a case-by-case basis. List of participants that you can see there, the main participant is Islamic Development with 5 million US, followed by the Islamic Solidarity Fund of the OIC. And then you can see the others, Ministry of Awqaf, Islamic Affairs, Awqaf and Jamaat, two institutions from two organizations from Kuwait, and some banks, Al-Baraka, and so on. So in all, we have participants contributing. Basically, our project is close to our heart, but it's still a project that needs to be looked after in a professional way, in a way that you look at every other project that you will do. You look at our project, it follows the same rule. So basically, we have to look at the environment of the project: political, economic, social, technological, legal, environmental. That's the of real estate. We should not forget that we are a real estate project. So the market and analysis of the market is very important, because we need to be able to assess the market so that we can make good forecasting of the real project. So it's not of investment in real estate projects. The legal framework surrounding development is, as you are well aware, probably before we need to have the WAF deed that probably you call WAF Namanya. So there must be a document that the WAF, the one who has donated the property as WAF, has a document which details his intentions about the WAF, how it managed, and who will be the beneficiaries of the WAF, and so on. So we need to start with. We need also to have the property, the that either in the name of the WAF, where the WAF law exists, or sometimes in the WAF law does not exist, it could be registered as trust in single organizations. And property also have any rents, it should not have been mortgaged, it should not have any facility that you can and obviously we are looking at application of principles of Sharia and the operation of the WAF. We have to look at laws and regulations on WAF in the specific countries where we want to intervene, and also since we need to look at land and property laws and regulations. Because as you are aware, these are sensitive matters. These all have to be taken before after the financing also you have to see how the impact on the performance of the project. So the project cycle for projects, I'm sure here you all are aware of project cycles. So the same type of cycle: identification, preparation, you appraise it, on one. It is the fairly standard project cycle. A project for financing, and back to what I was saying earlier, the for examination by the on the work itself, including of the and how it is administered, activities, of the work. We need to have the audited account of the work for the past 5 years. The full ownership by the work with rights and detailed feasibility study available. To detailed its cost between the sponsor and the delivery. We can also have other types like Muraba buildings. It's still of our financing mode. That is sort of musharaka, that is with the aim of IDB exiting after a number of years and to the work. There are no modes of financing like security and any other appropriate Islamic mode of financing. Approach IDB to finance project and then at the end of the project sell the building to the so of the project. So there is a commitment from the beginning that it will project and the same sponsor to it's not it is to the organization for the work. Although they will over 10 is still so the ownership process to in some countries we are able to do it because we can construct the building and the full rebate. So these are the leasing that are eligible currently for or residential and allow to repay also the financing. Centers, of these three types of we consider, but it depends on the in terms of viability. Now, the maximum or optimal use of the financing, the land knowledge in the central business obviously return on investment for the work organization because the purpose is to make to use whatever return of the social during the appraisal basically according to our regulation up to 15 years including for the construction up to maximum of 12 years can be allowed. Project is because of that is required to finance such project. The minimum amount of financing is about 10 to 12 million because of the available. But obviously, we can co-financiers. Usually, I go I in US dollars. We need to have a security package. It's a rate we can accept. Ministries of guarantee and have corporate guarantee of guarantee escrow mechanism. Briefly, I would like to tell in 2001 when it started its operation, with a total value that is IDB plus the level of use, which exceeds $1 billion in value. In 2013, 5 projects were approved by 1 million, of which the IDB contribution was 3. That's what you had after financing projects to develop strategic partnerships with organizations so that we can create an what is not even present, is what is not even known, so we need to awareness about what is workflow in their country, so that they can benefit this very in their countries. Also, we have to think that the environment, try to attract other financiers to co-finance projects that more people come into supporting this kind of work. Just to give you a glimpse of the type of projects we are financing in Sri Lanka, in Congo. We have a project there with 9.5 million US dollars. APIF is contributing 10%. And so the impact is to provide shelter, food, clothes, education to more than 700 orphans. So this is an orphanage that is catering to the 100, which is the biggest for children, the little children who are benefiting from Khartoum in Sudan. We are also doing a project total 7.5. This organization of educational and this the Islamic University of Chicago. The social impact is that the university from the Congress to satisfy the needs of whose students provide loans, that is loans, provide assistance in terms of accommodation. We have heard earlier from the mainly correctly the the true some of the others in India, we have the next and each really has its own regulations. are working with the finance for financing of our projects. Also separate taxes and so on, so on the overall income. So as you can see, we have started working in India to see how we can help. Our wish is that we can help as soon as possible. There is any development or whatever we can do from IDB side to assist in overcoming these challenges. So thank you for giving me time.
Generally, few questions are asked all the members, but the address of we have time for open discussion. First offer to the authorized, it's quite substantial. It will have partnership with the local people also as well as outside also. This corporation would be an entity direct with people like you, and there would be the foreign investment in the real estate address, and the understanding is that it will be allowed if some good projects are done. There are many more questions for you, Mr. Abad. Please prepare for our. May I now most humbly request His Excellency and Muhammad Ali Sir to address the members of the Central Council and to benefit from his views. على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين ومن سار على دربه واهتدى بهديه إلى يوم الدين. Dear brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, on behalf of the Youth Institute, the Islamic Development Bank, I want to express sincere thanks and appreciation for your help and your support for the Islamic Development Bank to do in which way, whatever it can do for our people in India. The Muslim community in India
played very, very essential part in all the history of the Ummah. The Muslims in India contributed substantially to the development of our Ummah, our civilization. So everybody knows the role of Muslims of India in the history of this civilization and the growth of our Ummah. So they're very happy at the Islamic Development Bank that are cooperating with you to do a little bit toward our mission in this great country. I myself know very well the great awqafs of Hyderabad in Medina Munawwara. In each part of Medina, we use special for Medina, of course, now most of Medina is inside the mosque. But I know myself in many parts of Medina, you could see the sign of the awqaf of Nar Hyderabad in different parts of Medina Munawwara. So it is the duty now of the Ummah to continue this relationship with our brethren in India. So you are playing an important role in helping the Islamic Development Bank. So for that, with all sincerity, I want to register our thanks and appreciation to all of you, to all our brothers who started this program with IDBs in the days of Brother Haider Khan, Dr. Haider Khan, all our old brothers I recall, and when we first had the first meeting in Jeddah, invited a number of personalities from India. They were very helpful for the IDB from the very beginning. So inshallah we'll continue this cooperation and to strengthen this cooperation with your institution, the Islamic Development Bank. I was here to congratulate you also for the issuance of the Awqaf law. I'm very happy to know that, alhamdulillah, this law now will be reality very soon, inshallah. And I am very, very optimistic that it will make a big difference. As you just mentioned, mashallah, the awqaf, the Muslim awqaf in India is almost everywhere. If we could recover a small percentage, it will make a big difference. I recall years ago when we were talking about the awqaf in different parts of Calcutta, different parts of Mumbai, here and there. So inshallah, now with this law, let us make at least a commitment that inshallah, let us say even 50%. If we could recover that, it will really make a big difference, inshallah. And with establishing this National Waqf Corporation, as His Excellency the Minister told me, this really will open a great way for us to benefit from this institution. All of you know that Awqaf was very important from the very beginning of Islam. You know, the very first Awqaf was established by Rasulullah. They call it Birha. I know the location of Birha, where it was, which is now just in the middle of the Haram itself of Medina. That was the first Awqaf, but still there are Awqafs in Medina from the days of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's very well known. It is in the southern part of the Haram Nabawi. So Awqaf played very substantial role in the development of the Ummah. And I am sure it will be the same now in India. Alhamdulillah. This new law, it is, inshallah, it is a breaking through, and it will make a big difference. IDB, inshallah, will do its very best to cooperate with you. It is not a matter of resources, it is a matter of how we handle it. And I am confident that with your talent, with your dedication, with little support, technical support from IDB, we can make a big difference. IDB will be happy to provide the technical assistance required in order to have viable projects in different parts of India with the cooperation of the National Waqf Corporation, with the cooperation with the operation of APIF. Resources, I don't think it will be obstacle. If you have the right methodology to develop viable projects, we're going, inshallah, to mobilize resources from inside India itself, from outside India, from different parts. Resources are available. When you have viable projects, the resources will not be a problem. And I'm sure, inshallah, with the location of awqaf, Muslim awqaf in different parts of India, we can develop viable projects which, inshallah, will support the Muslim community in India. And inshallah, and I'm sure education is on the top of your priority. With having education top of priority, as you mentioned, what our community in India needs is education. Inshallah, with joint efforts, we can provide that to the Muslim community, and in order to have its right place, inshallah, in India, and they will have their proper share of the cake of India. India, an important country, alhamdulillah, it is growing, it is among the new tigers in the world, and inshallah, Muslim community, with your efforts and your dedication, inshallah, they will get their share of this cake, and inshallah, and again, Muslim community will play the role not only in India but all over the Muslim Ummah, as you did in a number of centuries in the history of Ummah, inshallah. So, what we should do really from now, we will prepare ourselves with the new development in India, especially with this new law. We can, inshallah, with your help, with your guidance, IDB will be at your proposal, at your disposal, and I am sure there are many investors, not only Muslim investors. When you have viable projects, everybody will come to you. Not necessary to be only from, we say, from Arab countries, but everywhere, because resources everywhere, and resources with the financial problem in the West. As you know, the resources are migrating to this part of the world. What we need is to have viable projects. And inshallah, IDB will be at your disposal to provide this technical, little bit of technical assistance, inshallah, in order we can together benefit from this new chance which is coming to us now as Muslim community in India, inshallah. Now, with this also, the Reserve Bank giving permission and understood in the south, in Kutupur, to having non-banking financial institution. This is a beginning. I think it is a very important beginning. Also, with the project of having Taman Haji, similar to Malaysia, this is a great resources. When you have a Taman Haji system in India, with this big, huge, mashallah, number of Hajjis, you can mobilize a lot of resources and you can invest it for investment. Because because Malaysia, how much population? Which is almost how much? 10% of Indian population? Yeah, Travel Hajj is a huge investment institution in Malaysia. IDB did co-finance with them a number of industrial projects, agricultural projects with that small community. Now with your community, if you have a Travel Hajj, you can really mobilize billions of dollars. If this was put in developing the awqaf, just imagine how many, inshallah, projects you will be able to develop. So I am really very, very optimistic. So if we have this system, even non-banking financial institution, which will work with our Hajj, everybody who wants to make Hajj will start making a little bit of savings. Imagine, with every year now, mashallah, you have, I think, 120,000 Hajjs every year, almost. Now, 200,000 Hajjs every year. So, if all these 200 Hajj starting saving from the age of even 15 or 16 until he gets the age 30, 40, how much he will save? It is really a huge potential. A huge potential. So that's why I'm very optimistic, inshallah. So that you can mobilize a lot of resources which to be, inshallah, invested properly in education, in all other fields, develop the awqaf, develop education. So inshallah it will be a great, great benefit for this community. So the potentiality for the future of Muslim community with these very simple things which now we think, this awqaf law, Dabn Haji, and all these very simple things, but I think that it is a great potentiality for the future. So really, with this hope, inshallah, which is not just wishful thinking, we have realities in front of us. So, but let us, inshallah, work together. We will be at your disposal with little technical assistance. We will make a great difference. بحول تعالى إن شاء الله. And we will be at your disposal. IDB, your institution will be your servant for this. And inshallah, we will work together to really, inshallah, make a difference to the Muslim community in India. Inshallah. I am confident that we will do it together. بحول تعالى إن شاء الله. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, I will be trying. Yeah, this will be bigger. This to big potential. It will be bigger. Here we are talking about few billions. Here you have billions, inshallah. Inshallah. Just now, just follow these two things. The awqaf law, to follow it. This Tabul Hajj, this financial institutions. I mean, this is great potential. And for IDB, of course, IDB will continue, will enhance this meager things. But inshallah, in a few years, it will be just, if you compare it with what inshallah you can achieve, it will be just minor things. But the real things now we have, this new law for awqaf, this Tabul Hajj, this financial institutions, even non-banking institutions. If you can develop all these, inshallah, will make a big difference. حولي تعالى إن شاء الله. شكرا.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It was indeed very encouraging, emboldening, and threw a lot of light on what the IDB wants us to do in India. I'm sure many of our members have many questions about work development, and His Excellency is here amidst us. If there are any questions any member wants to raise, they're most welcome to do so, and I'm sure His Excellency would answer it to your satisfaction.
Yes, Your Excellency. Very encouraging words which you have said, and we have already said in the beginning that history will always remember you, particularly particularly, and IDB, because you have come to our help and nobody was helping us. Alhamdulillah, things are changing now. You are absolutely right that the opportunity is coming up both with reference to the Awqaf of Development Corporation, the non-banking financial corporation is already there. There is a very serious discussion in the top ministry wherein the Islamic banking system could also be allowed. We are calling it as interest-free banking system, which we are calling. We are not calling it as Islamic banking because of various obvious reasons. Above Development Corporation, etc., is already there. But while, of course, we need some gestation period also. As my brother has already said, that in all these activities, gestation is already required. And
Let me see.
yeah,
Seed money.
yes.
And IDB will be there to put it.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Let me just tell you sir one thing. Alhamdulillah, the community has woken up.
Alhamdulillah.
Earlier, it was very difficult for people like us to go and ask them to get their children educated. Now, the small people, the workers at home, they are getting their children, more particularly the girls, they are getting them educated. What I have seen, and my humble request to you as Zafar Bhai was also making it, over a period of time, if you could kindly see the sanction amount from 2006-7 to 12-13, it is reducing. 10, then last year 11-12, 8-30, then 12-30, 8-16. But I do not know what is the reason. In the current year, nothing has been sanctioned as on today. Nothing has been sanctioned as on today. This is something really why our brothers were saying that the project which are already there in the pipeline, already sanctioned, and everything has been completed. Already everything has been finalized. Rather, now we are not taking up any new projects because it is very, very embarrassing for us if we accept the documentation and all those things. We call the people, we have others go there. There is a hope. Now these 51 NGOs have very hope and expectation. I personally feel that instead of waiting, it will take 2-3 years to get the whole thing galvanized. This work of development corporation and all those things. And as you know it, they are in the election right now. Next will be to the parliament. So it may be a little bit uncertainty may come. Inshallah, it seems like the present dispensation may continue, but you do not know what time the situation may change. So these 2-3 years are very, very crucial for the community. Very crucial. So the momentum is already there. Earlier we used to go to them. Now the people are coming to us. So this has changed. When we have got these more than 50 projects completely documented, everything is being done, they scrutinized, chartered accountants and all those have been done. And we are getting the pipeline. I very humbly all the people of here, please do something as an emergency, as a thing which should be to make our yes, of course, asking the money for all the times to come. Time will come. Right now, please continue. Yes, so that in the pipeline, yeah. Come to my
questions too.
Anybody else? Amirul Islam, Mr. Jamil, Dr. Madina, Abdullah.
Can be repaid because all the time we are asking for the aid from the IDB. We can fund the project on the basis of repayment. The institution will repay the amount to IDB without any interest part of it. And we are all very eager to make up that kind of projects in India. All we need is funding. So we don't want as an aid. So you can think about that kind of funding to India. We will be greatly benefited because getting that kind of fund from Indian banks is very difficult. And it's all with interest they give. So that could be an area which Your Excellency can look into it.
That will come in the ambit of commercial borrowing.
So, inshallah, this national corporation will be established because for the loan you need some sort of guarantee and things like that. So if we could establish an institution, financial institution, who can provide this guarantee for IDB institutions like ICT or ICT, Islamic Corporation for Development of Private Sector, or for ITFC. So probably this could be considered if we can have a financial institution who can provide the local to provide guarantee to IDB institutions. This could be considered in the future, inshallah.
Mr. Iqbal, yes, sir. You say you finance the real estate projects. Yes. How about hospital is a viable project? Will you finance work property? Yeah, well, it's a work property. It's already a work property. Building is already on. 5-story building is already on. In 6 months' time, hospital can be running. If I can get the funding for the equipment and other things. It's a Muslim-dominated area. Not a single hospital for Muslim in the whole area there. Waqf land, property is waqf, built by me, running as a institution there at the moment. But I made another building. I shift the institution there and convert this into a hospital, viable hospital. Commercially viable, you can say.
Yes, so as I explained during my presentation, we are presently limited by our regulations that we have to go.
It falls in all the regulations. It's a work property already.
Yes, okay. But
and I have the permission for getting foreign funding for this project.
Yeah. Is it a paid hospital or something?
It will be paid, but it will be subsidized for the poor. It will be commercial viable.
Until now, we have not financed this type of project. We finance mainly, as I mentioned, about this shopping complex, office buildings.
But why not hospital also? It will serve two purposes. It will guarantee your return, plus it will serve to the poor people. And third one more, I am working on the girls' education. Now I want to venture into the health education for the girls. And they say you need a hospital. So this hospital will even add to the girls' education also. Will serve the poor people, will give you returns also. It's already work property.
Okay. So
It will serve all the purpose.
Yes,
And some girls' education also, higher education, health education for girls.
Do you have a nursing in the school for the girl? Okay, this probably, they could give you support to the...
No, see, because they are not giving me permission, they say you have to your own hospital. So this building I can convert into the hospital.
I recall that IDB did give support to nursing institution in Hyderabad, but long ago, years ago. So nursing now.
And also in Kerala.
In Kerala.
Finance from projects.
So if you help us, it will serve a lot of education for the girls, higher education, health education.
So for nursing, I think they can do.
Yes, Your Excellency. Recently in Kerala, we sanctioned 2 projects and both of them have been completed. Shanti Nursing is also one of them.
Nursing college.
Yeah.
So for nursing, probably they can give you grant and loan for nursing.
But they need a hospital.
Yeah.
Nursing, for doing the nursing, they need 150-bed hospital.
Yeah.
So this will serve all the purpose.
In Thrissur also, we financed one nursing project.
Yeah, the problem with APIF, you see, they are running on commercial.
Proposals, and maybe there could be a meeting point where something tangible would emerge and substantial things would take place in the years to come, inshallah. Sir, grateful to you again. Thank you.
And may Allah give you the long, healthy life.
Ameen. Summa Ameen. We'll be having a small group photo and a cup of tea before we leave.
Yes, excuse me, I left some documents on the table here. Anyone of you who want to knock off? Yes, documents are lying on the table. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jumka. Indeed, very nice.
I would like to introduce Alaikum. He was arrived from the hotel and he was very cooperative in organizing both the functions.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
चौहान साहब
जी जी ठीक है हाँ, जुड़े
ज्वाइन करेंगे ऐसा लग रहा है।
ओके
आ गया सब चिल में?
जी जी बिल्कुल हाँ ठीक है जुड़े ओके
Sure, yes, what should you?
पक्का पक्का सर
ये वहाँ से आइए ना।
बिल्कुल राइट सर वो टेंशन नहीं जी, हाँ। नहीं दिख रहा ना देख के नंबर ऑन 2
बाबू एक फोटोग्राफ ले लीजिए।
It was a very encouraging. Assalamu alaikum. Shukran. Right. Shukran. Very good. Shukran. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.
Farooq sir, come on sir.
Right. Thank you very much. Shukran. Right.
The title of the land is clear because that is certified by a lawyer. And each and every piece of land in India is officially priced.
Yeah, Mr. Ahmad also mentioned about corporate securities and personal securities.
Ready reckoner.